everybody to Urban Sprawl. I'm No Spring Chicken, and today I want to build a post office. So we're getting some more infrastructure in place for a city, and I'm just waiting here in front of the furnaces, getting some more clay bricks. I want to make some little clay flower pots. So we're just getting some cooked up, and then we're going to head over to the site for the post office. These little flower pots are going to be the last, I'm pretty sure they're the last thing that I need to collect, and then we can start building. I think I need about 8 little flower pots, and I think each flower pot's 3. So I need 24 pieces of brick, and then we can go and craft some flower pots, and then that's it as far as resources go, I believe. So I've got my 2 shulker boxes, and I've been collecting all the bits and pieces, and yeah, just waiting on these 2 more. What do you think of the inside of the big wool shed with all the vines hanging? They really do a nice job at lighting the place up. It's amazing what those glow berries do to illuminate the place. And I must admit, I do like the pop of green that it gives to the inside of the building, and it brings out the green of the sugarcane really nicely as well. There we go. I reckon we've got enough. I may as well leave the rest of that cooking. Okay, so let's head back over to the village, and I'll show you where we're going to put the post office. The roof is very nearly greened over. The tower is still getting there. I think that's going to be pretty slow, the couple of bricks up on the tower, but the roof is very nearly all oxidized. So there's no more orange in the roof or the sides, and now we've got the full oxidization starting to spread across the roof in that same diagonal formation. Next to the town hall, if you remember, we've got the bank, which I've decided to turn the grass blocks into a bit of a planter box. So I've got the pale oak trapdoors, and then some of the, I want to say crimson grass, what is it? Crimson roots as the little plants. And I think that pop of red is really nice, and it matches the floor in here as well. So we've got that colour scheme. So there's the town hall and the bank. I was originally thinking of putting the post office here, but the design I've got for the building is a little bit wider than this block of land here. So I'm still not sure what to put here. Because it's against these 2 really formal looking buildings, whatever goes there is going to have to be a bit of a buffer between formality and probably either housing or shops. So that building is still under review. I still need to decide what I'm going to do there. But if we follow the footpath up and around, I'll show you where we're going to put the post office. And here we go. There it is. There's the markings for the post office. As you can see, it's not quite a square. I believe it was 13 bricks deep and 15 bricks wide. This is going to be the front, so we're going to come along this thoroughfare to go into the post office, and there's going to be little post office boxes as well. So it's going to be a very different building to the white colour scheme of the town hall and the bank, which is why I wanted to put it a little bit away from that, but I didn't want it to be way out that way. I want to keep the buildings together and have them spread. This section here is a little bit too small, and so is this little section. So I think I might leave these two plots of land for something else, but this one is perfect for the post office. So let me get my shulker boxes, put them there. I'm really excited about building this post office. I've already had a play in my test world, and I've got a colour scheme and I've got materials, and it's going to be I'm trying to think of the era that this sort of building would have been built. Maybe the 80s or the 70s? No, maybe not quite the 70s, more 80s building. So it's going to have some brick and it's going to have some sandstone, which I haven't played with yet, so I'm looking forward to that. Let's build the post office. So the post office is about 95% done. I still have a few more interior bits and pieces to put in place, but the majority of that is beehives, and I'm waiting for more honey, a honeycomb. So that might take a while, but while we're waiting for that, I've got some banners that I want to put a white border around. So I thought we could go do that, and then I'll give you a bit of a tour. So I've made some red banners, and I want to go back to where the shepherds are selling wool and use their workstation to put a white border around the red fabric. We put that there, white dye. And I was looking at these a bit earlier, trying to find a design that looked like something to do with mail. I was thinking this looks like a stamp. I was thinking that might look like an old mailbox. But I decided on this, just a simple white border with the red in the middle of it. I was going for a symbol that sort of looked like an envelope without being too obviously an envelope. So I just thought of putting those there. Gives it a bit of a red feel. This is supposed to be a mailbox. So if you remember, all the old mailboxes are this bright red colour. Some of them have got a metal top or a white top. So I've just plopped that there near the entrance. So if people need to post some letters, they can come here and post their letters. They don't have to go all the way in. Speaking of all the way in, here we go. So we've got a little bench here where you can address your envelopes and put a stamp on it if you like. I like the pale oak trapdoors for paper. It's got a lined paper feel. They might be forms that people have to fill out. Then over this side, we've got the desk with some, now I can never remember what these are called. What are they? Copper bulbs. Now this is where the beehives come in. I've only got 3. There's going to be a couple more beehives out to about here. And then another one here. And then there's going to be beehives and other chiselled bookcases forming a bit of a wall with a little walkway through here, which comes out the back to the organisation area. So the mailbox is emptied, and then the people who work here go through, look at the addresses and put them in some sort of organised manner. We've got some packages, different parcels that are to be delivered. And this is the back of the post office boxes. So the idea being that they can be accessed from inside and mail can be put in. I don't actually know if you can put a book in from the back. That would be cool. But if we go outside, doesn't that look like the old style little metal post office boxes? I thought that looked really similar. So there's the post office. Like I said, there's still a few little details to be put inside, but apart from that, it's finished. Now, these pot plants have got a couple of different uses. There's a couple on the desk. I thought they looked like pots that people would put pens in. Maybe. And then over here we're going to have a couple. And then we'll actually put some down here for decoration. So these ones will actually have a little plant in, but these ones either a little water container for stamps or pens. That's what I was thinking anyway. And then the other two I thought would go out here as a bit of greenery. So these two will have plants in them as well. The bamboo mosaic. Now, I'm still not 100% sold on this. I was going for a very different feel. Back here, we've just got like a concrete floor for the employees to be walking on. No comfort, just very simple, easy to keep clean. But here where the customers come in, I thought we might go for a different bit of a textured look. It is growing on me, especially with the bamboo doors connecting that colour scheme into it. I mean, I don't mind the colour scheme. I think it's got some interesting transitions in textures and colours. it will look very different when we get this bit of a dividing wall put up properly. Can you put a book in the back of a bookcase? It doesn't look like you can. What a shame, because that would be awesome. Can you imagine someone coming to their little post office box and someone's put their mail, which is a book, in from this side? Oh, okay, guys, in you come. So there's our post office. Actually, the more I look at it, the more the colour scheme's growing on me. I wanted the outside to be sturdy looking, so it's got the brick base, but then quite a light building and contrasting with the roof. So that sandstone works really nicely. We've got the cyan windows, giving it a bit more of a pop of colour, and they're up high, so we're just letting light in. Yeah, I quite like it. It's very simple, but it's functional. What do you guys think? In the work area back here, we'll put some of the green azaleas, but then the coloured ones, the ones with blossoms, I thought might look nice out here, like that. Yeah, just a bit of colour. Very nice. So now I'm just waiting on the bees to get the beeswax to make some more beehives. So there you have it. The city, I keep trying to call it a village, but I think it's bigger than a village now. The city has got a post office. I would love to hear your feedback, guys. Does it look like a post office? Do you have fond memories of going to a post office like this as a kid? I think I do. I can't quite remember what the post office looked like when I was a child. But there you go. So we have a post office, and it's starting to bring the buildings out this side of the city. We've got the town hall and the bank over there. Here's the post office. We've got some more houses down that way. And I'm not sure what I'm going to put in these blocks of land, whether they're just going to be more housing or if they're going to be more departmental government type buildings like the post office. So we'll have to play it by ear and see how we go. But there you go. There's our lovely new post office. Nice short episode today. Hope you enjoyed it. Please hit the like button and subscribe and tell your friends. If you have any ideas and suggestions, put them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. But apart from that, I'm No Spring Chicken, and I'll see you next time. Bye. There.